So it's been a while since I made a video on ChatGPT, so I thought what better way than to come back and give you 4 of the most powerful prompts that you can use in your business from today onwards to make more money. And most people are using ChatGPT wrong. They have terrible prompts and that gets them terrible results. And then they blame ChatGPT when in reality, it will be those behind the steering wheel who know how to use AI correctly that will make the most money. So my question to you is, which side do you want to be on? Do you want to be the person who understands how to use AI and ChatGPT, or the person that doesn't and will miss out on a lot of money? So by watching this video, you will understand how to prompt correctly to get amazing results, right? So I'm actually just going to show you and give you how I use ChatGPT and the prompts behind it to run and build a 7-figure business. So let's just dive into the first one. If you know me and my channel, I'm all about just jumping into the value. So let's do this. The first prompt we're going to be covering is a prompt that can create killer content scripts and ideas for social media content for you. So if you ever struggle with thinking of what content to post or how to build scripts that actually do well and go viral, then this is going to be the best prompt you're going to use. So these scripts are actually good. I've tested hundreds of different prompts to come up with the best content ideas and scripts, and here it is essentially. I'm literally going to give you the prompt on this Google Doc in a second if you keep watching. So this will get you a whole month's worth of content, and here is the prompt. Let's just dive into it, right? So I'm going to essentially copy and paste this into ChatGPT. You can see that it's quite a lengthy prompt, but this, I've done the research and I've done the work on this. So let me just walk you through this prompt. Essentially, we're telling ChatGPT that I want you to act as an educational content creator. You will need to create 30 engaging and informative content scripts and then you would insert your niche here. So let's just say we help coaches. We would essentially put coaches, and then you would insert the topic or the service that you help them with. So let's just say we help coaches with automation. You're then going to tell ChatGPT, I will post to Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, and it's important to follow the 3 types of content below. So here's the key part, right? Using my knowledge, I've been able to give you the best prompt possible. So we are telling ChatGPT that we want 60% of our scripts or content to be top of funnel content, because if you aren't making money and you're a small business, the biggest threat to your business, if you're doing under $1 million per year in ARR, annual recurring revenue, it's that not enough people know who you are. So we want the majority of our content that ChatGPT is going to give us to be top of funnel, meaning that it's going to get people to find out who we are. Because as I said, it's the biggest threat to your business. Not enough people know who you are. So this is the majority of content that's going to bring people into your ecosystem and help find you. So it's going to focus on the hook and it's going to be viral content. Then 30% of the scripts that it's going to generate will be middle of the funnel content. And this content is going to make people like, know, and trust you, right? So each one has a different purpose. And this is going to focus on storytelling, your personal experiences, and so forth, right? And then 10% is going to be bottom of the funnel. So this is how we convert people with call to actions. And then here's where it gets interesting. So keep watching, because we are essentially telling ChatGPT that we want each video script to be no longer than 70 words. And the reason we do 70 words is because most people speak at about 2 to 3 words per second. So this will get us about 30 seconds worth of content. So I don't recommend making videos over 30 seconds if it's short form. So every single part of this is designed to get you the best results. And then we're going to say focus on the hook, body, and close framework. And you want value in each video. And then here's the secret part. We are telling ChatGPT, which most people miss out, we're telling ChatGPT that we want it to ask you 10 questions about you and your business to make it better. So if we quickly press enter, you're going to see that it's going to ask you 10 really powerful questions. So let's just give it a second to load. And you can see, who is your target audience? What type of automation are you focusing on? What platforms or tools do you recommend for automation? So it's basically just gathering the memory and the database so it can then actually write good content scripts. Because the reason you aren't getting good outputs when you use ChatGPT is because you haven't got it dialed in terms of the memory. So it doesn't know what and who you help and how you help them. So here are the questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very quickly pause the video and then come back once I've answered all of them. So as you can see, it is currently writing out the top of funnel content, which is 60%. We've got the hook, we've got the body, and we've got the close. So it's giving you examples, right? So as you can see, it is currently writing out the top of funnel content, it's got the middle of the funnel content, and then it's also going to give you bottom of funnel content. So for top of funnel content, it's got something like this. Are you overwhelmed creating content, which is great because it's always good to ask your audience a question to keep them hooked. With automation, you can batch create content and schedule posts in advance using tools like Go High Level. Keep your content pipeline full without the daily grind. Comment yes if you're ready to streamline. So it's even giving you a call to action, which is the best call to action, which is going to be comment below to get the actual algorithm and engagement really high. So yeah, you can see these are pretty solid scripts that you can actually use. And even if you don't use it word for word, it's still giving you great ideas that you can actually tweak slightly, right? But for middle of the funnel content, you can see that these are very story orientated. So I didn't go to university, which is true, but here's what helped me succeed. Instead of a degree, I invested time into learning automation. Tools like ManyChat, Go High Level became my university. They helped me grow my agency. Comment automation for a free tool guide, and you would obviously replace that with the lead magnet. So you can actually see this is amazing content that you should be posting, right? So for bottom of funnel content, this is like 10% of the content that you would post, hence why it's only giving you 5 out of the 30. But yeah, it's like tired of losing time on manual tasks. Coaches need help with automation. I've been where you're at, overworked and under automated. Let me set up everything from ManyChat to Go High Level, so you can see what matters, right? And that's just the software, but common automation, and yeah, we'll send you whatever. So you can see that this prompt is actually pretty solid, and you can even tweak it by making it your own prompt, right? So just giving it 20 questions to ask you is going to actually get you way better scripts than this. Okay, so let's jump into the second prompt, which is one of my favorite, and you're going to absolutely love this. So this prompt is going to be a lead generation prompt that is going to filter all the bad leads out of a list and give you the only high quality leads that you actually need. So how this works is you are going to find a list from a competitor, or you're going to find a list from your favorite scraping software. However, I'm going to show you a completely free way of going about this. So keep watching because this is going to blow your mind. So if you can find a competitor who helps your ideal avatars, so people you want to work with, and compile maybe 5 to 10 of these people who help who you want to help, you can literally go through their following and scrape people who they follow, because they probably follow similar people in their network. So what that looks like is we can click on their thing, and as you can see, we've got, she's a fitness coach. You can see this person's probably a coach for sports athletes. We've got this guy. You can see, right? So many fitness coaches is ridiculous. So what we can do is extract all of this completely automated into ChatGPT, and then filter all the people that aren't fitness coaches or personal trainers or whatever niche you want to help by using this prompt. So it's going to be mind blowing. So what you're going to do is you're going to download Instant Data Scraper. It's a Chrome extension, completely free to use. Nothing about this is paid. You can basically just download it, pin it as a Chrome extension, and then once you click on it, you can see that it's going to give you all of the followers. You just need to run it down the list, which I'll show you how to do in a second. Let's quickly reset the columns because, yeah, we don't need all of this information, but we do need their username and their bio. So you can see here that we have their Instagram name, which is the username, and we have their bio, which is this one. Not their bio, but their full name. So what we can do is we can set this to 2 or 3, and we can just start crawling. And then what this is going to do is if we go back, you can see that it's going down the list as we speak, and it would scrape all 7,491 leads into a CSV. And then we upload that CSV to ChatGPT to basically filter out all the bad leads. So let's just let this run for like, I don't know, 5 more seconds. Obviously you need to just let it do its thing. You can get a coffee, do whatever you want. But let's quickly pause this by going back into Instant Data Scraper. And you can see that it's gotten quite a few already. Let's just delete that file. But obviously it would fill this up, all 7,000. So let's just stop crawling and let's download it as a CSV. So now what we're going to do is go back to the Google Doc, which is here. And you can see that we've actually added a prompt here, and make sure you keep watching because it's only going to get crazy with the second prompt as well. We're going to take this and we're going to pop it into ChatGPT and then replace this with who you want to filter it for. So we want online coaches and let's say personal trainers. Perfect. And then we're essentially going to attach the file that we just downloaded, right? So yeah, we only obviously got a few hundred, but if you were to let it run, it would have got all 7,000, which is the optimal thing. So then if you click enter, you can see that it is going to upload as a CSV with their username, full name. And then what it's doing right now is it's analyzing this list to basically go through, and you can see that this person called Alan Shen, what it's going to do is, because he's not a fitness coach, it's going to remove him from the list. So you can see that now we only have online coaches, personal trainers, fitness. You see all this beautiful stuff, right? So obviously you would have got more, but I only spent 30 seconds on it. So now let's just say download as a CSV. So we're going to click that, and we are simply going to give it a second to load, and it will basically just give us a thing that we can click on to download. You can actually click it up here, but you can see it gives you a file right here. So you'd click on it, and as you see, it's just downloaded that list. So if we quickly look at this, oh, screw it. We don't need to look at it. You can see it right here. Okay, here we go. So it's perfect. It's popped up. So yeah, that's awesome. And obviously you'd get way more, but that's just a really quick way on how you use it. But now it's going to get even crazier, because what we can do is use this second prompt saying, find their first names from their username and give it to me in a column format. So you'll see why we use this in a second. But if we quickly paste that in and then just click enter, it's going to be able to scrape their first name and have it as a separate column. So this allows us to do automated outbound to reach out to them using a tool called Auto Leads, Auto IGTM. There's a bunch of other ones you can use. You see that here, this is like the perfect one that we can see, right? So it's got refined first name. It's actually extracted that as well as that one. So that is awesome. But now we're going to take it up a level, because the third prompt we're going to look at is actually going to be this one. So let's quickly remove this so you can see it. And it's going to be able to write personalized emails and messages from the profile links. So you're probably thinking, great, now you've filtered all the high quality leads out of the bad list. How can we actually reach out to these people with a personalized message without having to write it ourselves? And this is the best part about it, right? We're going to essentially give it this prompt. So yeah, let's quickly put this into ChatGPT. So we essentially said, I want you to act as a world-class copywriter who can write compelling, concise emails to prospects in, let's say, the coaching, just so it knows, the coaching space about my offer. And obviously it's still got the memory log, so you don't actually need to tweak too much. And then this is the offer. Essentially, we help coaches sign 25 new customers in the first 5 days with our AI growth funnel. You would obviously insert your own offer right here. So that's as simple as it gets. And then you're basically saying, make an email less than 100 words. That's just what I found to be the sweet spot. Follow the framework for having one small paragraph with the personalized first line about their profile, second small paragraph about the offer, and then third about the call to action, which is going to be a free audit and demo. So if we quickly press enter, this one's like really good. So it's got, hey Dan, I admire how you are transforming lives, especially for dads looking to get back in shape. So you can see this is an actually good personalized first line, because it's not just saying he's transforming lives with his coaching, it's also explaining how he's helping dads, right? So his actual sub niche, really powerful. You can see here. So it's pretty solid, and this works even better if you actually ask it to do DMs. So if you want to do a personalized first DM on a mass level, you can basically tell it to replace the prompt with like, you keep this the same, but then just explain. I wouldn't recommend pitching your offer first. I would recommend just going with an actual opening message, like the first part. So yeah, just a compliment, and then asking them a question. That always works best for cold DMs. So yeah, you can prompt that. But hopefully this is being insightful so far. And let's get onto the final prompt of the day, which is going to be a problem solving prompt. So this is a method of solving problems that billionaires use. So it allows for immense clarity and understanding. So I suggest, using this for constraints in your business. So for example, I'm having difficulty learning, and let's just quickly pop this into ChatGPT so we can see how it works. Let's just get a new one. And you basically want to insert the topic that you're struggling learning. So let's just say it's appointment setting, just because we're on the topic of it, so we may as well include it on Instagram. Help me understand it using first principles. So if you don't know what first principles is, it's basically thinking from the ground up, right? So first principles is boiling a problem down to its core fundamental truths. So it's asking the question of what is true about X. So let's say appointment setting, what is fundamentally true about appointment setting? Well, you can't disagree that it's getting another human to agree to go on a meeting with you, right? That is literally what it is. It's getting a human to say yes, right? So that's the first part. Then you work your way back up. So what's the second thing? Well, in order to get them to say yes, you would need some type of resonance, right? Resonance is essentially you saying to them that you've got a problem and I've got the solution. So I've got an offer that's going to help you get X, right? And if they like it and it resonates with them, then they're going to want to say yes. So you're working your way from the bottom up, right? So this is going to solve any problem you have. So let's say appointment setting, and let's just see what it gives us. So it is essentially going to, ask you a few questions. What is the core purpose? So fundamental principle appointment setting is simply scheduling a time, like what I said. It's on track. Why it's important? It's a bridge between initial interest and deeper conversation where value can be offered, leading to a conversion. So step 2, what are the components of, so this is like fundamentally what's true. Then secondly, Instagram is a social platform built for connection and interaction. People come to Instagram to engage with content, not necessarily to book appointments right away. Instagram tools, DMs, stories, yeah, right? So I probably should be more specific about learning cold DMs, but nonetheless, what's needed for successful appointments? Trust and interest, right? So they have to be interested in your service, right? Which is resonance, and they must trust you. So it's even giving you tips, right? But yeah, you can see that this is a really good problem solving method, and you should be using this because it really gets you to ask about your problems. So yeah, that is the final prompt, which is really powerful, and you can use that for wherever you want. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, just drop a like and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting every other day on this channel, and I don't want you to miss future videos. So yeah, if you're also serious about staying on top of the latest trends, then we'd love to have you in our community. We offer 4 very powerful things. We'll give you infinite leads in whatever niche and platform you're in. So if you come to me saying like, hey, I need leads in real estate, or I need leads for roofing companies or coaches, and I want them on TikTok and their email, we will literally give you like infinite that amount using our software. It could be any platform, any niche, really powerful. No one else offers that, in my opinion, in the market, or not that I've seen. We also give you free goal high level. So we'll give you the leads, high quality, and then we also give you the software that allows you to send automated emails, SMS, and cold calls, all from one place without having to pay for another software. So once you're in the community, you don't have to pay for any external softwares, which is why over 400 people have joined, right? But nonetheless, we also give you the 15 different automations on Go High Level, as well as 20 different pre-built make automations that you can either use yourself to get more appointments and sign more clients, or you can actually sell it to your clients for thousands of dollars pretty much. So it's pretty wild. And then also, yeah, you can sell it to your clients, but we're also going to be proven scripts, templates, contracts, plus access to me as well as the community. So that'll be the first thing in the description. If you like the sound of it, there's a video on it. You can check it out, but nonetheless, take it easy. Definitely subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have an amazing